Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to something a little bit different with the same familiar names. QSR Simulations is back for another season, but this time it's not the Xfinity car, it's the truck, and it's Tuesday Night Thunder here from the Daytona International Speedway. This should be thrilling. This race, the Harpoon Design 185, brought to you by harpoondesign.com. Go check them out for your design needs. Mentioned it already. Daytona International Speedway, the mecca of motorsports, the one everyone wants to win if you're stock car racing. Few drivers have won here, but everybody dreams about it. 1959 is when this place opened. Dug a lake on the backstretch. How they got the banking for these corners where the sand came from. Thrilling racetrack this is, always puts on phenomenal racing around this 2.5 mile speedway. Banked corners 31 degrees, 18 degrees in the tri-oval. Don't want to push there, get yourself in trouble in these trucks. 4-corner tri-oval, obviously we've all seen this place, we all love this racetrack, although some don't love to drive it. It's a little difficult with the big pack racing that we see, and we have 30 trucks, possibly 31 now on the grid. In fact, it's going to be a thrilling race here at Daytona tonight. Let's have a look at the schedule. New look, new refresh schedule for this league. Obviously driving the truck this year, not driving the Xfinity car like we did just a few months ago. Daytona is going to kick us off tonight, then Watkins Glen next week, Irish Hills of Michigan, then down to Iowa. Charlotte, North Carolina is going to be race number 5. Auto Club, Texas, I believe that is the new Atlanta. I could be wrong about that. October 8th. Richmond, October 15th. We're going to Dover, Phoenix, Kansas, Vegas, and Talladega to round out your season and determine your champion. Top 12 in points make the chase. Going to use that 2004 to 2013 chase format, meaning no win and you're in. Going to have basically 2 seasons to determine a champion here, the regular season to seed you, and then the final few races to determine who wins the championship. I'm thrilled to be here. As always, doing QSR. Probably should introduce myself, hey? Morgan Cook, host and producer here on V-Speed. Just got so excited, so wrapped up in the action, forgot to, pay the bills. Here we are. And again, I'm thrilled to be here at Daytona for the inaugural race of this series. Should be a fun one here tonight. Let's have a chat about our race analysis. We have 75 laps here tonight at Daytona. 3 sets of tires. You can go about 30 to 33 on fuel. And if you're doing the math like I am, if this thing goes green, 2 stops. Splash and go at the end is going to get you to the finish of this race. It's going to be in the twilight, that sunset kind of era of the day. 85 degree temps are what I saw earlier in the session. Leader can take whatever choice they want on the restart, top or bottom. Everyone else has to run where iRacing tells them to. And we're just about ready to go racing here, about 40 seconds until we grid. I can talk about your pole winner, and that driver, Michael Costner, in the 92. Fed up on the side of that machine. That's clever. Look at that. Yeah, he will start from the pole, so he will have that lane choice, top or bottom. I don't know if it terribly matters here unless you got teammates pushing you. But at this point in time, we'll have to find out, I guess, early in the season. Just about ready to get to the grid. Let's get to it. All right, we already saw your pole winner. That being Mitchell Costner in the 92. Alongside him, Steve McGough in the 83. Starting in third, Jesse Gordon in the number 10. Paul Ayala driving the 9 machine. He will start in the 4th spot. 5th position, Daniel Mulnix in the 2. Familiar name. I've seen him run up front a lot in that Xfinity Series. Wes Hogue will start in 6th. 7th spot, Marty Phillips in the 50. Kevin West, another familiar name, driving that TikTok machine. He will start 8th. Ninth position, Derek Murchie in a Bengals scheme on that 48. Ryan Philbrick is going to round out your top 10 in the 06. 11th position, Christian Ruckriegel in the 33. Dirk Likes, Indianapolis Colts scheme. I'm partial to that one. He will start in 12th. 13th, Waylon Turner in the 30. Brent Allen will start 13th. How about 14th in the 13th? 15th position, Tristan Pena in the 55. Galen Wunsch, another familiar name. He will start 16th in the number 7. Row 9 will be rounded out by Larry McClellan and our very own Jake the Redneck Announcer Reeves will start in 18th. 19th position, Austin Dowdy. 20th will be Zach Ravelli. 21st, Brandon Yates. 22nd, CJ Gates. 23rd, Quentin Stewart. Mr. CEO himself starts alongside Carter Linz, who makes up row number 12. 25th starting spot will be Austin Thomas in the 35. John Briel will start 26th in the 00. That truck was fast at practice. 27th, Frank Walsh in the 54. Reed Sanders will start 28th in the 4 machine. 29th will be Riley Mercio. We'll have to get clarification on that name later. Ronnie Joyner starts 30th after not taking a time. 31st will be Chuck Sweeting. Larry Eddy will start 32nd. The last car on the grid will be Mike Petrin in the 60. Now let's get trackside, as we're just now rolling off of pit road. See the field roll off pit road there behind your pole sitter, Mitchell Costner. Every driver in this field wants to start their season off with a bang. Win the first one, can always brag about it. I've done it here in previous leagues. Being able to win the first race of a new series feels good. Get you to the top of the point standings for at least a week. And look at this field. Massive. See all the trucks here in this field just rolling down the backstretch. I believe lights are out on the pace truck, so we will be going green this time. 92 chose the inside. Got Mago on the outside. Long pace laps here at Daytona. Pace truck should be turning across the banking right away. There he goes. Field in the hand of the 92 truck. Green flag in hand. And this series is underway. Tuesday Night Thunder is green at Daytona. Already a truck way out of line. Costner is going to lead lap 1 of this series. They are 2 by 2, about 5 rows deep. To be expected here from the high banks. One lane just trying to find an edge right now. A lot of drivers you can see at the back of the pack. That's Waylon Turner maybe, dipped to the inside. Jacob Reeves dipped to the inside, that's who it was. Running single file back here. Following the 13, Brent Allen. Just taking a little breather. Is the driver of the 13 doing his thing? This is where I always like to run, just hang out, be the first car behind the double wide. Maybe if something happens to your guys get racy early in the race, you can pick your way through the caution and get going from there. Still side by side for the lead. Neither lane. Figure out who wants to lead this one. Looks like Mago's going to get in front of the 92. If he wants to go down, he doesn't. Bottom lane surges back. Little side draft there did not work for the top lane. Now they're on the rebound. And that time by photo finish. Maybe we'll see that here in 73 more laps. Photo finish to wrap this thing up. Not like Talladega earlier in the year. Still side by side out front. Nobody can get an inch. Little three-wide peak there on the top lane. Aliala. See if he can make something happen. Not yet. It's kind of killing the top lane, though. This is the first time they've been separated by more than a truck length. Now Costner has the choice. He can go up and block. He will not stick down to the bottom. He will. Another lap led for the 92. Brings the total up to 2. Pretty split so far in this race. Nobody can get an inch anywhere in this pack. Look at this. This is the most orderly 2x2 I think I've ever seen at Daytona to start a race. They told me this was the actual Craftsman Truck Series, and could have me fooled. So strategy-wise, oh, big loose. Oh, 3 wide for a minute. We'll get the strategy in a second. We got some racing to do. Costner leads another lap. That one the most eventful so far. He's got a little bit of contact there from the 83 who got turned by Ayala. Was able to save it, obviously, as we continue on. It didn't even lose very much momentum. That 10, Jesse Gordon, is doing a masterful job of pushing that 92. Gotta wonder about heat. Will the 10 get hot? Be unable to push, have to back off a little bit. That is a definite fear, especially this early in the race. No need to push the temps too much. I want to blow it up. That would be adverse to finishing this race, definitely to winning this race. Cross start finish line. Mago's going to lead that one. The bottom lane is definitely more organized, but the top lane has the momentum. Oh, they make it into the turn one. Ayala, top to bottom, going to split them both. Mago is going backwards. 3 wide. He is going to lose a bunch of spots here. He's in the most dangerous spot on the racetrack. In the middle. Oh, he somehow found a way up to the top side, right in front of Dirk Likes. Terrific work by these drivers to make that move work. Wes Hoag's going to go to the point here on the top side. Drag race, I don't see off the left side of the screen. I think he did leave that lap. Everyone jockeying for position, but no one really going anywhere at all. Kevin West up to second. Somebody blank out there. That is Ayala in the 9. Disappeared there for a second. Costner doesn't like it. Doesn't like seeing that blinking in front of him. He is going to dip out. Go to the back of the field. Let's see if this how this rejoin looks. Kind of got pushed down a little bit into the corner, not where you want to rejoin. Oh, don't save it there. Good job. Well saved. That's going to lose him a lot of time, though. Hopefully not the draft. Another blank for the 9. It's going to have to get that sorted here. Hard to draft a car that isn't there. Philbrick and McGo go up to the top side. You're going to try and make a run at this thing. Big momentum from the 06. He's going to surge ahead here. Just about clear. Now he's clear. Whatever he wants, top or bottom. McGo might also get clear. No, Philbrick goes to the bottom. I feel like we're going to see this recycling quite a bit today. Top side gets a push around. They drop down. Next driver gets a push around. I don't know why we do it as race car drivers. It's the same thing over and over again. I don't know why we do it. Great pushes here off the top side. McGo is clear by a car length. Waylon Turner finds his way up in the top 10 here. Up in the 5th position, 3rd car on the outside. There's a look at Waylon. To 3rd now. Moved up 10 spots already. 10 laps in to a 75 lapper here at Daytona. This has been a lot more too wide than I thought I would see here for the first 50 laps of this race. I expected a lot of, well, not as much too wide, basically. A lot calmer racing. Because the whole field now is 2x2. This is Brent Allen again back in 25th. Carter Lindst was inside in that red, white, and blue 26. And they're all too wide. Every single one of them. First car not too wide. Mitchell Costner did lose the draft. And Zach Ravelli also lost the draft. Chuck Sweeting did not take the grid so far. You can see where your favorite driver is on that left-hand pylon. It'll change rapidly, so make sure to check often. McGo's going to lead another one. How many laps is that now? 5 laps, 6 laps led for the driver of the 83. Another familiar face, raced last season, I should say, in the QSR Xfinity Series, which this series has now turned into. A little 3 wide. Look there. See a bunch of oranges on the hood of that 35. Austin Thomas. They are side drafting incredibly hard. We're going to ride on board with Philbrick here and just see how close this 83 is getting to the 10. Here off the corner. A little bit of a wide berth right there, but when we get down to side drafting territory right here, look how close that is. We're talking a matter of feet separating the 10 and the 83. As we're catching lap traffic, and that is scary stuff. We are off the back bumper. Zach Ravelli. Be the first car to go 1 lap down in this race. He's on the racetrack. And this is a helpless feeling. You got to keep pinned up against the wall, but don't hit it. The whole field's going to drive by you. You'll be able to slot in at the end of the pack, but it's going to be difficult. You can see they're doing a good job keeping it out of the way. That 0-2. Not the start he wanted by any stretch, but it's a lot of race to go here. Only car 1 lap down, although Mitchell Costner, a pole sitter, not too far away. Oh, linking issue there for the 0-2. A couple other drivers a little bit behind the field here. Reed Sanders in the 4. You can see the big pack in front of him. Just riding right now. Hop on a truck back here. Right on board with Larry Eddy in 18th position. This is just how difficult it is to move through the field. Oh, we got trucks in the wall up there. Big issues for somebody. That's Mago. That was your leader. Moved out of line into the outside wall, 3 wide. Waylon Turner pushing very hard on the back of Philbrick. Yeah, 3 wide incident there. See if we can go back 60 seconds and find out what happened to the 83. Here we are through 3 and 4, or through into 3 and 4, how about? I feel like he just got a little bit off center here with the push from Waylon Turner. Pushed him up into the outside. Oh, Philbrick kind of crossed him up a little. Yeah, that's what it was. Philbrick moved in front of him. He didn't expect it, had to lift. Waylon Turner did not lift. No harm, no foul for anybody there. Not much change since then. Jesse Gordon still leads in the 10. And Wes Hogue pushing him. Philbrick with a huge run to the outside. 16 laps into 75 here. All green so far at Daytona. Every lap, photo finish at the line. Oh, Waylon Turner, big loose. I don't know what is up with that 30. But he is moving back and forth. Let's have a look here on the onboard. There you can see the driver of the 30. How about, let's get the right driver. There he is. Inside the truck. See, he is wheeling that thing right now. A lot of air moving this truck around. Let's have a look at your biggest mover of the race to this point. That would be the number 32 machine. Right there. Riley Murkiel? I don't know. We're going to figure that one out here later in the race. He is up 18 positions. Now you can give it to Austin Thomas, who finds himself up 20 positions. It's changing so rapidly, it's hard to keep track of who is where. Man, there's a lot of movement in that top lane. I would be nervous if I was Philbrick and if I was Austin Thomas. That 30 truck is on the edge right now. We want to see the calmest race car driver that has possibly ever existed. That would be one Daniel Mullings. Calm, cool, and collected is the driver of the two. See here, running 11th. Down a few spots, but nothing to be concerned about. Just trying to get set up for that pit stop here in about 10 laps or so. It's a driver who I never doubt what he's doing. Figure he's just got the strategy all set up, ready to go. If he gets off sequence a little bit, no concerns. He knows exactly what he's doing. Ronnie Joyner in a new number this season up there in the 24. See him right there. Macho Man on the side of that. 24 machine was a 00, obviously, in the Xfinity Series. Upside got clear. Philbrick and Turner down to the bottom in front of Gordon. Looks like Philbrick will lead this lap unless something crazy happens. Oh, big move to the outside. Goes Gordon. 14 to the inside. That's CJ Gates up a lot of spots as well. 15 of them, in fact. And they are finally catching up. Michael Costner, who lost the draft, are trying to get out of the way. There is a look at your 30th place truck. Started on the point. He's going to move out of the way here, as they're too wide behind him. Hopefully he can slide up here in a decent spot. It's going to be a lot like the first time he tried this. So we're into the corner now. Loses a lot of positions again. A lot of momentum lost here on the 92. Tough break. Just is not able to time it up quite properly. Trying to be a nice guy, get out of the way, but it's obviously just not quite working out for the driver of the 92, who goes a lap down. But now is the second truck one lap down, as Lucky Dog is right there, that monster truck, the 02. So Costner's going to have to get up there. He's already second, 1.2 seconds behind. He might not have the draft here. Going to be close. Up at the front, Waylon Turner leads. Up at Philbrick out of the way. He's now down. Oh, that was a close one. Trying to block both lanes. He's going to get left in the middle. Wow, that was close. Just about got left in the middle. Almost got turned off the nose of the 38. We're getting racy up here at lap number 22. These trucks getting a little bit light on fuel. We're 3 wide back here. Is that on the outside? The 6. I believe that is Mr. Quentin Stewart, the CEO himself. Got to make something happen. CJ Gates into Mago. 3 wide still. Might have been a bad move for the 6. Going to lose a couple spots here. Is he able to get it back in line? He is not. No hole. Might slot in behind the 32 right here. He will. Yes, he will. Still side by side for the lead. Waylon Turner and Jesse Gordon going at it. I think Gordon's the only driver who's really stayed up at the front. Started third, has been up in the top 3 or 4 this entire race. That bright yellow number 10. You can see how much of a run the top side gets on the backstretch. 38's there to give the 30 a good shot. Going to be even here into turn number 3. Inside line's going to surge ahead just a little bit. About a fender it was. Now they're disconnected on the top. Big gap between those top 3 trucks. That is not going to help the momentum. Still door to door. About 30 cars deep. Costner catch up? He did. Lucky Dog battle. Side by side here, 92 and 02. Little race within the race. This is a big moment. You got to get that Lucky Dog. You got to drive away from your competitor. Caution comes out. You do not want to get trapped another lap down with this group of drivers. There is no guarantee there will be a caution. Absolutely not. It's very good drivers in this field. We are a third of the way through this race already. Absolutely rolling. Bottom line, getting something together here. It's a little farther back in the field. Let's see here. How about our buddy, redneck announcer, Jake Reeves? Running back here in 24th spot, just minding his P's and Q's, staying out of trouble. A lot of trucks in front of him, but I think he's got some pit strategy up his sleeve, working with some teammates, I would expect. Trucks moving all over the place here. 7's out of line. Gonna ruffle up the inside, but that's not that big of a deal at this point in the race. Still door to door. I can't look anywhere in this race because everyone's side by side. Storylines all over this racetrack. Top side's going to surge ahead. Wes Hogue. Now down to the bottom. We've seen that a number of times so far today, where the top 2 cars on the outside are able to clear themselves down across the nose of the driver on the bottom. Then they hold it for a while. Then another 5 laps go by and the top side does it again. 2 more drivers are able to clear themselves, and then it just continues to cycle. A couple drivers who are up a lot of spots. Austin Thomas, Brandon Yates up 10. So how about 21 and 16, respectively, running the first two cars on the outside line. Let's ride on board. With the 15, there is Brandon Yates. See what his steering wheel looks like from inside the truck. Pretty smooth. A little more movement than you would want to see as the pusher, possibly, but pretty good here. Look at the temps down there. Can't quite see them on your screen, but they look good at this point in time. You can get up there and push a little bit harder if the need arises. Bit of a gap here. You can go all the way down to the bottom and leave Austin Thomas out to dry. And look who's back. Stephen McGough. Big run coming here. Oh, 3 wide. Austin Thomas was indecisive, and that's going to put him 3 wide, 2 wide now. Going to lose at least 3 spots here, if not more. He's running that way high line, what the 35 is. Lose even more spots. There goes the CEO. There goes Joyner, 34. Larry Eddy. He's going to fall all the way to the back here. I think this has to be intentional. Just see the entire field moving around him. We got to be getting close to pitting time here. We're all single filing out. See Wes Hogan, the 38. They're on the bottom. First 4 trucks single file. First time I've said that all night. First side-by-side battle back there for 5th. Phil Brick. A lot of drivers just kind of chilling right now. Settled after the pit stop. And if you've never seen pit stops at Daytona, you're in for a treat. Because they are wild, to say the least. It's a land rush down into pit road here off of turn 4. Get a good shot of it here in the next few laps. But they were peaking that time. They will not. Look at the 32 to the outside. That 83 truck is stout. That thing can push. Whole top lane. Getting back together. We'll go to the inside. Yates to the top, maybe? This looks a little sketchy right now. Oh, big block. Big block by the 32. On the outside lane. They're going to stack them all up. They're going to lose a lot of positions here. See them all still. Big line to the inside there. Just about all single filed out. 2 trucks left. The 6 and the 24 working together, trying to make something happen here. Unable to get in line right now. Might gain some spots from this checkup. See what old Quentin Stewart's got for us. There's a look at the driver. Big run coming here. Look at this. It's going to feel like Superman here. The GT wheel at Daytona. That's an interesting choice for sure, but you got what you got, right? Up to 11th. Another big run here. CJ Gates is who's passing now. The 32 going to pull upside Kevin West here right away. Great run for the 6. Getting an excellent push right now from the 24, Ronnie Joyner. Oh, McGough to the inside. Not sure if that was intentional. Got pushed down there maybe by Yates. Oh, we got issues back here. 32 all out of shape. They're 3 wide back here. Big problems. I think Gates got in the back of them. Now we're pitting. Now we're seeing it. That driver's a little further back here. Got Philbrick, I believe. There's a whole bunch. Oh, Turner spins into the box. It's a land rush down here. Chaos. There's a look down. Oh, we still got cars wrecking. Let's see who the first car off pit road is here. Oh, the O2 missed the box. So did another truck. Can't tell who that is. The 55. Oh, horrible time for the 55. Still hasn't found the box. Caution's out on the speedway. We got an incident here somewhere. What has gone on here? Let's go find out who was the cause of this one. Don't see any damaged trucks. Oh, there it is. Austin Dowdy. Let's go find out what happened to him. Already wrecked right there. So Austin's hanging on to the back of this group right here after they pit. Or right before they pit, I should say. They all peel down. And he's not pitting. No, he's not pitting. Got the 26 to his outside. Go 3 wide here. Oh, he got turned by the third. Oh, Frank Walsh. Oh, my goodness. That is tough. That's 2 trucks done for the night, Dowdy and Walsh. Contact off the front bumper of Rucker Eagle. That is going to end both of their nights. And that split the pit cycle quite a bit. All these guys who didn't pit, they just got bit. They're going to cycle out behind all those other drivers because they're all in the lead lap. So effectively, I believe Daniel Mulnix is going to be your leader. Everyone peels down the pit lane here. At least the first 15 who were unable to hit pit road. A couple drivers. Looks like Austin Thomas missed the box. So did Quentin Stewart. Still trying to get in the pit box. These trucks are very difficult to get stopped in the pit box. The brakes are not very good. Mulnix can hit pit road here. Maybe top it off with fuel. Not sure what's up with the 38. Was first on pit road, will not be first off pit road. Really long stop, maybe sped. Probably speeding. But I have to guess. Speeding coming in. Philbrick is going to be your leader. After 36 laps. Last pitted 2 laps ago, obviously the lap that the caution happened. That's always how it works here. Think you got the strategy figured out. Make your pit stop. All you need to do is to run green, and you'll cycle out ahead probably with the big pack of trucks. And somebody has an incident, and obviously, day ender for those 2 trucks, I would have to think. Although, where is the 8 machine? Dowdy's still running. Fast repair possibly, because that truck looks good as new. I'd have to think there's fast repairs involved in this one. Frank Walsh, however, that truck is mangled. So not sure what's going on here. But over a third of the way through this race, these caution laps are helping with the strategy. Originally, you were going to be about 9 laps short. With the cautions, you can make it 7. Dirk Likes comes down to top off with fuel. Give up track position to maybe make it to the finish. So we're getting close now. We're only, 5 to 7 laps shy on fuel now, depending how well you save. Mulnix on the pit lane as well, so is Brent Allen. Brandon Yates on pit road. Larry Eddy. A bunch of trucks on pit road here. Got Reeves. The 50. Yeah, most of the field here hitting pit road again to top off with fuel because they know they're that close to the end. Philbrick and Turner, your front row, lights are out on the pace track. We're going to give you guys, you fans at home watching this race, a little treat when they come back to green here. We're going to bring the noise. Brought to you by Harpoon Design. Once we get going green, of course, there's no noise to bring right now. Down this long backstretch into turn number 3. Drivers will climb up into the banking. A lot of trucks are going to be on the inside here because of those late pit stops. So you're going to see a really long trail of trucks follow behind this pack. The one place you don't want to be in this race, coincidentally, is the lead. You don't want to be leading a pack. You don't want to be leading the race because your truck is going to burn more fuel than the rest. You have to cut the air for everybody else. So we'll see if Philbrick wants to get behind Turner here. Find out shortly, but that truck's going to turn left here right away. There goes the pace truck onto the pit lane. Green flag is back in hand. And we are green again here at Daytona. Consider the noise brought. Thank you, Harpoon Design, for that segment of the race. Up front, Philbrick, still doing his thing. Waylon Turner on the outside. A lot like we've seen the rest of this race here. One thing different, there's a group of cars back here, biding their time, doing their thing. The 38, the 54, the 15, 00, 92, 02. 02, my mistake, is up further up in the field. Still one lap down. Looks like the 92 was able to get the lucky dog, their little housekeeping. Mitchell Costner back on the lead lap. But these 5 drivers on their own little island back here. Close enough to the draft, they can keep up. I think they're just biding their time. Another 35 laps in this race. No need to do anything crazy right now. The pay window is not open. Still need to probably one more pit stop, or you're right on the edge on fuel. I'd be nervous leading any laps, though. If I was the 06, even the 48, I'd be, and the 30 for that matter, I'd be a little bit leery about wanting to be out front so much. But what do I know? I'm just in the booth. If you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, you found us on YouTube, why don't you stick around a while? If you'd like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. Don't miss a second of the action. We're about to get really busy here on V-Speed throughout the fall months. Have racing almost every day of the week. Get your stock car fix here. ARCA, trucks, Xfinity, Next Gen, Gen 4, whatever you're looking for. We got it up here on V-Speed. Big thanks to QSR for bringing V-Speed back for another season. Did a good one last time out. Looking forward to having another great one here. And If this race is any indication, we are going to have a thrilling season all the way through, side by side, basically the entire race for basically the entire field. Driver who was up front, who's a little farther back now, Kevin West. Playing the strategy move a little bit. This guy can cut through a pack on a plate track like nobody else. Was 8th. He never did lead a lap, but he was up there in the top 5. See this guy move through the field very quickly. Oh, big issues up there. The 7 is out of shape. That's Galen Wunsch. A big moment for the 7. He's able to keep it righted. Moments back here as well. Saw a bit of a 3 wide moment here for the 57. 38 is caught back up to the pack. See 2x2 still here at Daytona. Nobody wants to lead for long. Someone forcing a 3 wide back there. That is the 9. Aliala. He's had issues with the connection. A little bit of blinking here tonight, but able to keep it under control here so far. Running in the 11th position. Good starting spot for him up there in 4th spot. Kind of been hanging around that top 10 the whole race. Doing what he does. I believe he is the highest I-rating driver in this field. A quick scan tells me that yes, he is. 5,500. That is a lot of I-rating. Good for him. Although forced 3 wide here by the 55. Not exactly what you want to see if you're the 9. McMurtry in that Bengals truck. Got those two out to a fairly big lead. I'd watch out right here, but to get swallowed up. Able to ease off that run. Oh, looks like we're out 3 wide again. Ayala is getting after it on the top side. Really wants to go outside Galen Wunsch here. Trying to take that spot away. Not able to do it yet. Might be trying to bait that 7 to go to the top side here and do a crossover, go underneath him. Oh, he got there. He got to the top side. All by himself, too. No help from behind. 3 wide here, middle of the pack. Is for the 9th position. Still 3 wide. That 9 truck is strong. Old tough out there. Oh, Turner left out to dry. He's going to fall back here through the middle. Oh, Ayala's going to give him some help. Oh, they're into... Oh, my goodness. We're dooring each other here up at the front of the field. This is dangerous stuff. Oh, we're blanking on the top side, too. Wunsch disappeared. Popped back in. Oh, door banging still. As Larry McReynolds said, they're 3 wide and bouncing off each other. Into turn 1. Wunsch on the high side. No help. Ayala in the middle. Got Gates on the bottom. Trying to follow the 30. Through the middle here. Way up against the outside wall is the 7. No help from behind either. Impressive run. Oh, we're still door banging into the corner. These 3 cannot sort it out. Looks like it's going to go 2 wide here. Still not clear. Big run back for the 7. Oh, now there's no help in the middle. Here comes Mago. Going to help out. No, he's going to go back to the bottom. Now Wunsch going to fall in line. Too wide again. That was dicey for a lot of laps. It's so frustrating here at this racetrack. You get a big run. You take it to the top side, take it to the middle, take it to the bottom, wherever it goes. Then you're stuck. You got no help behind you. You can't make the air work for you. And you're just stuck. But you can move Pagliala up to the 4th position. Second car on the outside lane. Is the inside getting a little bit of heat. Ronnie Joyner's your leader, first time tonight. That's 3 laps led for him. 1 lap led for him, 2. We're going to settle on 2 for now. Great run for the 24 up through the field. He, like many others, was one of those drivers to hit pit road, top off with fuel. Now, if I'm a driver in this race, especially if I'm one of these competitors up here in the top, well, I mean, really the whole field's got a chance at it. If Ravelli can get up back on the lead lap, I think he's got a decent shot here. He's running 30th. There is that truck, the 02. Only truck more than 1 lap down was Frank Walsh. Obviously had that big incident with Austin Dowdy. His truck is back to normal. And then Chuck Sweeting did not grid tonight, so he is many laps down, 47 of them, in fact. Anyone here's got a chance. You got 2 strategies right now. Either you're saving, like your life depends on it, and you're just half throttle, quarter throttle around this place, running at maybe where Dirk Likes is. There's Dirk Likes, the number 3. Just chilling, riding. Right, this is where he is, right behind Molnix. Or you're one of these lead guys, Ronnie Joyner, for example, who's going to pit with a couple laps to go, splash and go, get off pit road, and hope everyone else runs out. Those are your 2 strategies right now. It's pretty cut and dry. You're either going to stretch it, or you're going to be aggressive, run it out, and come down pit road with maybe 10 to go. At this track, you should not lose a lap if you pit with friends. Which, if I had to guess, the 24, the 6, the 06, and the 48 look like they're friends right now. I'd take a guess at it. Another truck blinking back there. That is the 15 of Yates disappearing in and out. Riding on board with Philbrick. As he pushes your leader. Too wide behind him. Waylon Turner is back. Big help from Ayala, who I think got hot. Had to get off the back bumper of the 30. Nobody can quite get an edge. Oh, he got turned. Turner got spun. He's still spinning. Oh, he just about lifted off the ground. Big crack. Oh, they're still wrecking everywhere. Whole field's in it. Oh, man. That is a tough break for a lot of drivers here. We're going to have to go back and watch that one from the blimp camera, see what happened. Waylon Turner was the epicenter. Let's go back one more here. I believe this is off of 2. So see it down the backstretch here. I think he just got a big push. Right there. Turned him sideways. 48 goes around. Big hit for him. 7's in it. 32, 33. Big hit. Oh, big checkup in the middle. Oh, 1 goes for a ride. We're going to have to ride on board with a few of these drivers. First off is Derek McMurtry. Truck hit something. I don't think it's as bad as it looks. We will ride on board here. See the 32 is outside. Right there. Gets doored. Be able to bring it back. Oh, he hit that pretty hard. He did knock the front fascia off of it. You can just see all these trucks. Like, this looks like a parking lot out here. Let's go one more on board. This time with the 01. Kevin West, because he was involved in this. Let's have a look. So he's on the bottom, bunch of cars back. See that 48 spin, and you think everything's okay, and all of a sudden they start wrecking on the bottom. Trying to get it woed up. Oh, and he got hit from behind into Molnick's. Now he's just trying to gas it up, keep it out of the wall. Did a good job of it. But yeah, somebody hit him pretty good. That is what caused the caution here on lap 54. Well, the strategy's pretty easy now. You hit pit road, you fill up with fuel. You don't think about it for the rest of the day. Pit cart's packed up. First truck off the pit lane. Oh, he didn't pit. This is a 32. I'm not sure why you don't pit here. But your leader has not hit pit road. So he's about halfway through his fuel run already. Cannot make it to the end. 20 laps to go. A little over 20 laps to go. Only about 18 left in the tank if you're stretching it. Concerns for the 32. Maybe he's going to come down this time. Maybe just wants to get that lap led. We're going to find out here in about a mile and a quarter. That's your leader right now. Riley Mauricio? Again, we're going to clarify that for the next one. But for right now, that's the best I can do. Do a quick through your field while we have everyone slow down. We got Philbrick back there in second. He's led 16 laps, been out front most of the day. Pauliala up in third, also been fast all day. Galen Wunsch, pretty heavy contact in that incident, although I think fast repairs are on, so it's not the end of the world for the number 7. We got Joyner there in the 24. He is in 5th. Tristan Pena able to rebound from a not great pit stop up to the 6th position. Carter Linz, haven't talked about him much all night, in the 26. He is in 7th. CJ Gates finds himself in 8th, looking for a sponsor, it looks like, as well, on that orange and black number 14. Stephen McGough finds himself in 9th in the 83. Brent Allen is 10th in the 13. Get the CEO himself, Quentin Stewart, in the number 11 position. Kevin West, we just rode on board with him through that accident. He is 12th. Molnick's 13th coming down pit road. Dirk Leik still on the racetrack. The Indianapolis Colts, number 13. How about number 3, running 13th? Redneck announcer right behind him. So we're doubling up here. That is a okay look at your top 15. Pace lights out. Yes, they are. We're about to get into it. 20 laps when we get back going green to settle it. Inaugural race. QSR Simulations Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series here from Daytona. You're not going to miss a second of it. Fast repairs in this race, probably a good idea. Like about half the field has used theirs. Sometimes you get caught up in something that you have no control over. One driver feels that more than the rest. Derek McMurtry. We saw him a little bit ago in that Bengals truck. Sent down to the inside wall. Driver was inside. Frank Walsh feels the same way. We are about to hit the green flag here. Pace truck's about to make that hard left-hand turn. Field rolls by. The ground cam. Field in the hands of the 32 machine, and we are green flag again at Daytona. Big launch. Huge jump. In fact, everyone's single filing out. Not sure what happened here in this field, but we are all out of sorts. Joyner with a big run. This might be a fun one to ride on board with here. He's going to go 3 wide to the outside. He will not. He's going to push the 06. Gates making moves back there. Carter Linz. Third car on the high side trying to latch onto this group. Still a lot of racing left. And remember, your leader is low on fuel. Only driver not hit the pit road. Oh, he's going to get turned into the outside wall. They're still wrecking. Philbrick's in it. Dominant car all day. Oh, huge wreck. Massive crash. Oh, we're all wadded up back here. The 34's in it. 00. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have to go back and see what happened there. Oh, we're backing into each other. Let's go find out what happened. Here it is, high above this racetrack. Just a block gone wrong. Then he couldn't quite save it, Philbrick. Oh, got hit. That's Mago, I think. A couple cars blinking in and out. 00 got turned by Austin Thomas. Just trying to avoid it. Somebody up there had a pretty big hit. I think that was Mago. Yes, it was. Let's ride on board with him. See what he saw. Oh, there's the pace truck getting after it. Goodness gracious. So Mago's in a good position here. Once they catch up here, he's going to have a big head of steam. But you see they get a little squirrely up there, and you can't see it right there. You see the smoke. And they're still wrecking, and just got clipped. Although not as bad as I thought. Somebody else caught the wall pretty good. I think it was maybe the 6. Caught the wall. Let's have a look at the CEO. Did he catch the outside wall? I think it was this 6 truck. One of these white ones out here. Oh, could also have been the 4. So we're going to find out here right away. The blimp shot. And they're 3 wide. Oh, it was the 4. The 4 got turned a little farther back. It's at the bottom of the screen there. A lot of trucks involved in this one again. So we're getting down to it here. 18 laps to go or so here at Daytona. Pagliala leads the field. Still got the pace lights on the pace truck. Not going green this time by, but any fuel questions, you can erase them. The only driver who was iffy on fuel was obviously involved in that accident, the 32. He's going to end up restarting way in the back here. Probably last car on the lead lap. Ayala, Wunsch, Pena, Joyner, Gates, your top 5. Linz, Allen, West, Stewart, Reeves, your top 10. Dowdy, after that massive accident, finds himself up here in 11th. Impressive rebound for the 8. Wes Hogue, we found the back of the field of one of these restarts. I think just a bad pit stop. He is 12th. Led some laps today. 12 of them, in fact. That's maybe the second most in this race. Now there's a look at Mr. Dowdy. Party's here. When you're driving the Goodwrench truck, yes, the party is here. So we're doubling up here. I would say everybody on the lead lap right now, back to the 30th place truck of Brandon Yates. They all have a chance. Every single one of them could win this race. That's how unpredictable Daytona is. That's how many times there's an accident coming to the checker flag. I've seen Drivers from 10th or 10th coming out of turn 4 win this thing in the tri-oval. Happened before. It'll happen again. But down the backstretch, will this be the final restart? We will go green with 16 laps to go. Fuel not a concern. Tires not a concern. All you have to do is drive. Little race recap for you. 3 cautions, 18 lead changes, and that's just at the start-finish line. I think we could probably triple that if we talk about all the ones on the backstretch into turn 3. A lot of lead changes at this facility. Ilan Wunsch having some connection issues in the 7. Weather hasn't cooled off much. Started off at 85, now we're down to 83 in the air, 88 to 85 on the track. Well, that's not really affecting these drivers at all anyway. Out of turn number 4. Field in the hands of Paul Ayala. Rolling into the restart zone. We are green again. Big gaps here between all these trucks up at the front of this field. 4-car breakaway. 2 by 2. Little tandem racing. Little throwback. If you know, you know. 2 more trucks behind him. CJ Gates. Got Linz. Oh, we got crossing over up here. Oh, my goodness. Aggressive driving back there, 5th and 6th. Trying to make something happen here. These next 15 laps, set yourself up. Put yourself in the right position where you want to be, whether it's the leader, whether it's second, maybe it's third. Put yourself in that spot. Then the last lap, that's for the taking. Side by side, Ayala's going to lead. Second place. Pena on the inside, Wunsch on the outside. Oh, give Tristan Pena the lead. Great run through the center of the corner. He's got the top open if he wants it. He does not. Look at Brent Allen creeping in the picture. On the bottom side there. 4th car in line. Haven't talked about him since the very beginning of this race. Few drivers quietly making their way through the field. Remember I talked about that 01 machine who was back in 18th. He's 4th car on the high side. Quentin Stewart, 5th car on the bottom. A lot of drivers showing that they're pretty good at these plate races. CJ Gates, one of them. Up 20 positions from the start of the race. Look at this. 2 uniform lines down the backstretch. 2 truck lengths is the lead the bottom has. Might be 3 here off of turn number 4. Looks like Linz is clear. Linz is not clear. Ayala's back out there. Bunch of trucks glued to the banking through turns 1 and 2. Now it's 3 truck lengths on the bottom. Make it 4 here right away as the 13's going to get there. What is going on with this top lane? Now it's surging. There it is. Got Wunsch pushing the 9. Had the lift in the center there. Not sure what happened. Some drivers moving and shaking back. Oh, big crash. Oh, goodness. Moving and shaking is right. We have to go back and figure out what happened there. Caution is not out. We'll catch up with the rest of the field here in just a second. We got to see what happened to the 35 and the 00. I'm thinking the 35 got some help. You're off of turn 4. I saw trucks. Oh, Regal. Huge issue in the middle of the corner. Not sure what happened to the 33. 35 couldn't quite save it. Oh, they hit with the 1, and then all of a sudden, bang, bang, into the inside. That's what happened to those two trucks. Back here on the lead lap. Got Pena out here still leading. Ayala's going to take it back. Door to door, side by side. Coming to 10 laps to go. There's that 00 stalled on the inside. Hopefully he can make it back to pit road. No caution. That's John Briel in the 00 caught up in that accident with Austin Thomas. Still side by side for the lead. Joyner finds his way up here to the third car on the outside, right in front of West. Right behind him, got Jake Reeves. Bunch of familiar faces up at the front. CJ Gates in the 14, he raced last year. Ayala raced in a few races here last year. But they're all following the new guy, Tristan Pena. This is what it looks like in the mirror of the leader here at Daytona. Can't quite get there, can Paul Ayala. It's a chess match. Every single lap. We're under 10 laps to go here at Daytona. If you're in this lead pack, you got a chance at it. So I'm going to go pretty close to the 32 there. Everyone's on the same fuel now, so no issues about fuel mileage. The 02 is back. Remember him? Zach Reveley. So look at that truck right there. Found himself a lap down at one point in time. Rebounded quite nicely. That's his view of the front of this field. A lot of trucks in front of him. Not many. In front of this driver, Brent Allen. Rode on board with him at the start of the race. Let's see, no different here. Looks like just doing his thing. To have a pretty big lift there into the corner. Decent gap forming in front of him. Maybe trying to put a run together here. Oh, we got a caution on the racetrack. Caution is out on the speedway. Let's go find out what that was. I feel like Austin, not Austin Thomas. Don't see. Oh, there's one. Looks like the 32. Let's go back and find out what happened. Oh, we got 3 wide behind him. That's not good. A big checkup. I saw that from Brent Allen. Oh, 4 wide. Disaster. Oh, McMurtry again. Oh, man. I hate the luck for that guy. Just nothing he can do. Let's go back. What happened to the 13? Because it looked like the checkup started there. From the blimp view. It's given a good push here to the 26. Then all of a sudden, just like the wheels fall off the thing. Got no power anymore. He's pushing into the corner. And it just stops. It's weird. Dowdy got in the back of the 6, and then they're all checking up behind him. Yeah, I think Whalen had a pretty interesting look at this as well. Let's go back here about 15 seconds and figure out what happened there. Yeah, I think he made a move up to the top side. Set things up a little bit more. Just racing at Daytona. No one's fault or anything. Just that's a classic instance of closing speeds here at this racetrack. Tristan Pena leads here. We're going to be, I don't know if we're quite going to be natural green-white checker, but we're going to be pretty darn close by the time this thing is all settled. Cross the line to start lap 70. So it's a shootout now. Tristan Pena is your leader. CJ Gates follows him in second. Paul Ayala's third. Carter Lynn's having a good day. Up 20 spots to the fourth position. Galen Wunsch is fifth. Ronnie Joyner, he's sixth. Brent Allen, seventh. Kevin West is eighth. Quinn Stewart in ninth. And your top 10 belongs to Jake Reeves. Dowdy's 11th. Wes Hogue is in 12th. Mitchell Costner has finally rebounded from falling a lap down. He is 13th. Waylon Turner, 14th. Steve McGough in the 15th position. Jesse Gordon, 16th. Zach Reveley in the 0-2 rebounded as well. 17th spot. Christian Ruck-Regal is 18th. 19th is Larry Eddy. Marty Phillips in 20th. 21st, Daniel Mulnix. Reed Sanders, 22nd. Bilbrick is 23rd. Yates, 24th. Just leaving pit road here. Derek McMurtry still on the pit lane. Hard contact for that 48. He finds himself 26th. Austin Thomas just passed him, 25th. Larry McClellan in the 52. He is 26th. Dirk Likes now is 27th. 32 car, he finds himself 29th. Frank Walsh, 3 laps down in 30th. John Briel, 3 laps down, 31st. Chuck Sweeting is out of the race. So as they come to, I believe, 1 to go, we're going to take a quick commercial break here. Step aside from the Daytona International Speedway. You've been watching QSR Simulations Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series, presented by Harpoon Design at harpoondesign.com. Be back right after this.
Here comes Milo, big run out of 4. He's going to be there.
Oh, Tristan Marty's there. Cannot count out to 37.
Oh!
The Milo gets burned!
Cabot, where did he come from? Here comes Zwack.
A push from the 33.
It's a drag race.
The Magic Man wins it at Auto Club.
Welcome back, live on V-Speed for the run to the finish. Gonna have 4 laps to go when they hit the stripe this time by to settle the Harpoon Design 185 here. QSR Simulations Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series, the first one of its kind. Inaugural race of this new series. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna be immortal? Who's going to say, I won the first one? Pace truck peels off onto the pit lane. Field in the hand of Tristan Pena. Good launch for the 55. They get out in front by about a truck length over Paul Ayala. Another not great start for 8th on back. Ayala's going to go to the outside here. 2 wide for the lead. Now everyone working together. 3 wides a little further back. Not working together. How about this? 3 by 3. Oh, Ayala, huge block to the top side. He's trying to work both lanes. It's not working. 24 is going to fall back. Got Reeves behind him on the top side. A lot of trucks with a lot to lose right here. Still 3 wide. Pena still leads. Still 3 wide. Kevin West in the middle. And he's boxed in, nowhere to go. All you can do is hold the wheel straight and hope for the best. Got Linz right in front of him. They're duking behind him. Middle lane's got to run now. Look at this. 3 wide for the lead. 3 by 3 by 3, 5 rows deep. They're wrecking. Wunsch around. Wunsch is in the air. Bunch of trucks involved. Quinn Stewart's in it. Oh, clipped at the very end is the 13 and the 92. Oh no. Oh, we got to go back and watch that one. That was inevitable. But it happened. Where is the 7? There he is. Heavy damage. Already used the fast repair. Let's go figure out what started this. All right, we're 3 wide. This is through the tri-oval. And he just got hooked by the 13. That's all it was. 38's involved. 33's in it. 50, 37. A lot of trucks in this. Yates squeaked through. So did the 3. A lot of drivers able to get through this okay. Oh, Molnix did not. Molnix into the back of the 34. Let's ride on board with the 15. He got a pretty good look at this. Not a great rejoin back on the racetrack, but he made it through nonetheless. That's okay. Let's watch what happened here. You can see them 3 wide. At this point in time, you're thinking it's just a matter of time. And I think right here, there it is, it happens. Still a little bit of smoke, truck almost in the air. Dive it through the grass. Probably a pit exit violation there. Hopefully that gets cleared. He did a good job avoiding that accident. You see the 13 and the 92 have their incident right there. Oh, almost got hit by the 92. Oh, a little off-roading there as we went back to the live shot. Goodness gracious. 3 laps to go. This is going to be a green-white checker. I'm not sure how many of these we have, in fact. Not something that was given to me in my information pack. We are going to find out here as we run. So, little bit of a change up front. Pauliala gets the lead. Carter Linz finds himself in second. Get these drivers' names on the screen for you. There's your leader. There's your second place driver. Tristan Pena falls back to third on that start. Joyner up to fourth. Got Kevin West in fifth. CJ Gates is sixth. Reeves is in seventh. Hogue is eighth. Dowdy ninth. And Turner in the top 10. Jesse Gordon is in 11th. Wunsch is 12th. Marty Phillips finds himself 13th. Zach Reveille still picking him up and putting him down. He's up to 14th. Philbrick is in 15th. Dirk Likes 16th. Reed Sanders 17th. 18th is Larry McClellan. 19th is Austin Thomas. And 20th is Daniel Molnix. Let's look at your top 20 here with only a handful of laps to go. I don't know what to expect, but I do think it'll be wild. I don't think we're done with 3 wide. I don't think we've seen the last of 4 wide. This racetrack only 40 feet wide from that yellow line to the outside wall. But you can fit 4 trucks. Not comfortably, but you can fit 4 trucks. We've all been there. We've all done that. We saw it earlier in this race. They were all 4 abreast until disaster struck. They're out of turn number 2. Believe we're going pace lights out this time. That is true. We are about to go back racing. Bagot just beat him off the pit lane. Good work for the 83. A little damage on that left front, though. That's going to hurt. Okay, let's set it up. 3 laps to go. Paul Ayala's been up front all day. Carter Lynn's kind of came out of nowhere, up 22 positions. Tristan Pena has been a leader here a lot this last 50 laps. Ronnie Joyner has been strong all day as well. Everyone is good on fuel, no concern for tires. It is simply who can drive the best, who can make the air work for them to finish out this race. If you're that 9 truck, I think you want to get a decent jump here. I would want to be clear so I can choose whatever lane I want when I get down to the turn number 1. Maybe you're in the air of the 55 telling him, go, push me into the restart zone, and you can drive away together. Got to watch out for the 24, the 01, the 14. Those guys all known to be good on super speedways. Kevin West has been in the situation before. Remember back to Talladega last year. He finished second by about the length of the splitter on the B car. Who won that race? It was me. Anyway, just had to say that, just once. Anyway, we roll out of turn number 4. Ayala can have the field in his hands. Will this be the final restart? Or will we have more green-white checker attempts? This is attempt number 1. We're back racing. Decent jump for the 9. Did exactly what I said. Where do you want to be? Top or bottom? We're 3 wide for second. Oh, Carter Lynn's got a door. Oh, they're wrecking for second. They're all involved. Every one of them. The whole field's in it. Oh, my goodness. They're all still wrecking. Turner's involved. See West up against the wall. Oh, my goodness. This changes everything. I think the only truck who didn't get damaged was the leader. What on earth just happened? Let's go figure that out. Goodness gracious. Let's go look at the 01. What on earth? This happened out of turn number 2. I see it happen to the 55 here. I have no idea where he ended up, but into the restart zone. You see Ayala gets a good launch, like I had mentioned there. Able to clear him by a truck length. That is not a great shot. Clear him by a truck length. And then 3 wide here for the 24. And they just get together. The 14 kind of clips the 55. They go down the racetrack, and oh, the 10 just got nailed. Truck's in the grass. 55's dead sideways across the racetrack. Oh, man. We got to go watch on board from the 10. That was violent, and he's still 4th place. Somehow. By some miracle. Let's have a ride on board here. This'll wake you up. That was a questionable lane change as well, but that's for the officials to figure out. Right behind Waylon Turner. Probably can't see this accident happen. Never mind. There it is right there. Hope for the best. And the gap closed. And then up on his lid he goes. Skateboard trick right there. And that is what it looked like for the 4th place driver, Jesse Gordon. Let's have a quick look here. I'm not even sure who's going to be on pit road. Looks like Gates is on pit road. Most of this field thing's out of this race. Got Wunsch with more heavy damage. Bilbrick's got pretty big damage. Reed Sanders. Got a lot of trucks pitting back here. The 24 obviously was involved in it. Ruck Regal was in it. 6 was in it. Yeah, just a bunch of drivers who got caught up in stuff that, I mean, it's 2 laps to go at Daytona. There is no give. It's all take. I think every driver in the field understands that. There wasn't a bad move made. It was just a bunch of things that happened at the worst time. The 55 came up, the 14 went down, the 24 shot the middle, and all together, they get caught up in an accident and it wrecks most of the field. So in terms of trucks with no damage, there aren't many. Polyala is definitely one of them. I think the 02 actually is in pretty good shape as well. I don't see much damage on that machine. Let's get a shot from the other side here as they go by the camera. I think the 02 is all right. Looks like the horseshoe protected the 3 on that one. 50's got some damage. Looks like CJ Gates might be all right as well, but drivers who haven't used a fast repair tonight, it's a short list. 2, in fact, Polyala and a driver I just mentioned, Zach Reveley, right there. Those 2 drivers have not used a fast repair. Those are the only 2 who have not used one of those fast repairs. 1 to go this time, I would think. You set up for green-white checker number 2. Now, we didn't even really get to talk about the rules of this last time, as we had already crashed into turn number 1 and 2. How these green-white checkers work: flag man is going to throw that green flag. They're going to go race a lap. He's then going to pull out the white flag. Assuming we stay green, he's going to wave that white flag, signifying 1 lap to go. And they will more than likely race back to the flag to determine your winner. If a caution comes out like it just did before they hit the white flag, they will re-rack them and do it again. I'm assuming 3 tries, because we are on try number 2, is what we will have for green-white checkers here tonight. If the caution does come out after the white flag waves, the field will be frozen, although iRacing doesn't typically do that unless it's at the front of the field. So that, we're going to have to wait and see on that one. Regardless, the goal here is to complete 2 laps, bring it back to the flag, and race it out under green. That is the hope. Is that what we'll see? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I think Ayala has to do exactly what he did last time and then just block like his life depends on it. He's got 3 damaged trucks around him. The 02 is going to get back on the racetrack here. I think he is actually the best challenger for this 9 based on the no damage on that truck. Even the 06 might be okay. I don't think there's much damage on Philbrick's machine. But the 50's got some scrapes. The 3 is clean. The 4 is clean after that previous incident. But they're a ways back. They're, 3 rows back here. We are about to settle it. Pace truck. Turn off the racing surface. Field in the hands of Polyala. Green flag in hand of the starter. And we are going racing again. Yala's out to a good start here. Top lane non-existent. It's all behind him. Got the 10 with damage. We got the 3 with no damage. Where does he go? Dirk Like's going to the top side. He's going to get followed by the 02. We got a race now. Block to the top. How do you do? We're wrecking behind him. Big wreck. Ayala got turned. The leader got turned in front of the field. Dirk Likes is going to take the lead. We are destroyed back here. Molnix is around. Oh man, this is a disaster. But the 7 is wrecking again. Oh my goodness, we have to go back and figure out what happened to the 9. Yeah, big damage there. That thing is destroyed. Let's go back here and find out. Oh man. Yeah, that's just a block gone wrong for the 9. That's all that really is. Likes had a massive run, and they're all piling in. There's no slowing down at this stage of the race. Yeah, there's just nothing you can do there. Just a mess here. So let's go on board with the 3. And you can see he's going to get a monster run here. Huge run on the top. The 10 slowing him down on the bottom with the damage. Yellow's up to block. And then he's going to try and split the gap. And Yalla comes down, hesitates, goes back up. And the whole field's in it. The 0-2 caught up in it as well. Make that 0 trucks who have not sustained damage tonight. Oh, the race is over. Oh my goodness, Dirk Likes is your winner. Under caution, this race will end. And this is your winner. Dirk Likes, the Indianapolis Colts number 3, is going to win the first one here at Daytona. Wow, what a thriller. I don't think that's what we were expecting it to come down to here. I figured we would have 3 green-white checkers. The answer was 2. 2 green-white checkers. They didn't make it out of turn 2. Most of the field has finished this race, but your winner is Dirk Likes. Jesse Gordon second. Marty Phillips finishes in the 3rd spot. Wow. I mean, I have not seen a finish like that in a while. I can't blame the 3. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think that was very simply a bad block by the 9. Little hesitation, caused him to go around, and unfortunately most of the field had to suffer. Let's see if the 3 truck burns it down here. Wow, what a finish. Absolute thriller. I think we're going to have a bit of a picture here. Not sure where Marty Phillips is. There he is. Oh, behind the pace truck still. Although the race is over, it's okay. Might be doing a picture here at the start-finish line. That's quite possible, but yeah, what a crazy finish to this race. We're going to wait a minute here to see if we start doing burnouts. These are your top 3 here. Plus Dowdy. There, now you can take the photo. See if we get a burnout here. From Dirk Likes. All right. Well, there we go. There's the burnout. Just about switched off. There it is. The 3 truck kept himself out of trouble all day. When it mattered, he made the move that won the race. There is your winner, Dirk Likes. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be back right after this with your interviews, your results. We've been watching Tuesday Night Thunder, presented by QSR Simulations. The HarpoonDesign.com 185 is now complete. We'll be back right after this to tell you how it went down. See you guys in a bit.
And here comes Milo. Big run out of 4. He's going to be there.
Tristan Marty's there. Cannot count out to 37.
Oh!
Third!
Cabot, where did he come from? Here comes
Swack.
Swack.
A push from the 33.
It's a drag race.
The Magic Man wins it Auto Club.
Back here live from Daytona. Here's how it all went down. 75 laps or so, a little extra actually, with the green-white checkers. Dirk Likes is your winner in the 3. Started 12th. Solid run, kept out of trouble until very end. Finishes as the winner here tonight. Jesse Gordon, second spot, solid night for the 10. Marty Phillips kind of came out of nowhere in the 50, finishes in 3rd. Pena had a shot to win, slipped through his fingers. He finishes in 4th. And Reveille in the 0-2, one of the better comebacks I've seen, was a lap down at one point in time, is going to finish in the 5th position. Brent Allen, solid run in 6th. The 32, still can't pronounce your last name. I apologize. We'll get it fixed for next time. He is going to be in 7th spot. Philbrick in 8th. Sanders 9th. And Yates finishes in the 10th spot. 11th will be Austin Dowdy, who crashed early in this race, but he rebounds to 11th. Costner, your pole sitter, finishes 12th. Quentin Stewart, rough night for him, 13th position. The redneck announcer, Jake Reeves, going to finish 14th. Paul Ayala was leading on the white flag, does not win the race. 15th is where he will finish. Rucker Eagle is going to finish 16th. Mago, solid run early in the event, will finish in the 17th spot. 18th, CJ Gates. 19th will be Hogue, Wes Hogue, in the 38. Kevin West finishes 20th after a much better run than that. 21st, Derek McMurtry, who is always in the wrong place at the wrong time on these plate tracks. Caught up in 2 accidents he could not avoid. Ronnie Joyner made a 3-wide move there late in the race. Did not work out for him. 20 seconds where he'll finish, right in front of his teammate Daniel Mulnix, who finishes 23rd. Carter Linz was running well. He finishes 24th, second last truck on the lead lap. Galen Wunsch going to be the only truck behind him scored on the leader's lap. Austin Thomas, 26th, 1 down. McClelland, 1 down as well in 27th. Frank Walsh got a lap back. He finished 2 down in 28th. John Briel, Waylon Turner finished 29th and 30th, respectively. Your last 3 drivers are Eddie, Sweeting, and Petrin, although Petrin and Sweeting did not start the race. Eddie, the last car running, in 31st position. So that is a breakdown of how this race went. Although that's far from how it went. It was a thrilling race all the way through. But we're going to catch up with your top 3. We're going to start off with 3rd spot. And that is Marty Phillips. There's a look at that 50 machine. Marty Phillips, it's Morgan up in the V-Speed booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I sure do.
Well, I think all I have to say is, where did you come from? I mean, you started 7th, so it was a good starting spot for you. But I think for a lot of this race, you were kind of around that 15th, 20th area, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't see that 50 truck up near the front very often, caught up in an incident or 2. But when it counted, you made your way through that final lap accident and finished in the 3rd spot. Why don't you just kind of walk me through your day here and what you saw from the driver's seat?
Just dodging trucks and a little lucky.
Yeah, I would say.
I was like 24th, and all of a sudden I was up like 13th, and then last restart, then I dodged 2 of those big wrecks that happened up front, and then I ended up P3. So a little luck, just trying to avoid getting killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the name of the game here. You avoid the incidents and you just pick up the spots as they're presented to you, and obviously 3rd spot's where you're going to finish here tonight. Solid points day. I mean, you didn't lead any lap, but you did get that top 5 finish, so that's going to help moving into Watkins Glen next week. Yeah, just what did you think of the race from your driver's seat? It was obviously pretty tame for the first half. Why don't you just kind of tell me what your thoughts were about this race?
Yeah, everything was really kosher and really just easy going, like you said, the first half, and then the second half, people realized, I think, how hard it was going to be to pass, and I think people were pushing and doing all they can, which that's going to end up in a bunch of accidents when it comes to plate racing. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of it personally, but that's just what happens. People will start pushing, threading the needle, and trying to go places where they might not normally go, and they're just trying to tell them what you can do to if you're in the back trying to go up front. So that's my perspective on it anyway. That's all I could see out. Like I said, I was just avoiding the carnage or trying to as much as I could. So
yeah, I hear you. So you're not a huge fan of the plate racing. What are your thoughts on road courses for next week?
I love them.
Very good. Very
I
good.
love
Well,
them.
we'll see you out there in Watkins Glen, New York. I am sure of it. Third place for the 50 truck. Who do you want to thank for this effort?
Venom Motorsports, Ronnie is guys. I've been with them since the NASCAR Heat days. So all of my teammates, just shout out to them and thanks for having me in the league, Quentin.
Right
That's
on.
pretty much all I got. Yep.
Right on. Well, that is your third place finisher, Marty Phillips. Ran a pretty clean race here tonight and was able to eke out a top five. So well done, and we'll see you next
Thank you.
week at the road course.
Thanks, bud.
All right, we are going to move one spot up the grid. Second place, Jesse Gordon. Jesse Gordon, Morgan up in the V Speed booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. Well, that bright number 10, easy to spot all night long, was up at the front for a lot of this race. Kind of slipped away throughout the middle there, but second is where you end up finishing. How'd you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of working with a couple of guys and trying to avoid the wrecks, and got involved in a couple of them, but was able to get it fixed. And it all worked out towards the end with all the chaos, and was able to make it through.
It definitely worked out in your favor. So those drivers you're working with, who were they? And what made you pick them to work with throughout this race?
Well, it was a lot of I mean, Quentin Stewart was one, Waylon was another guy we were working with. It was kind of working with them in practice from this little practice session before, and kind of built enough trust that they could push hard and I could push them hard, and they'd be able to hang on, So that was why I was working with some of them.
Yeah, these trucks, if I'm not mistaken, are fairly forgiving with the push. Obviously, we saw a couple get out of hand here, but it wasn't typically just pushing. It was some sort of side draft gone wrong or whatever have you. How hard was it to hang on to it when you were getting a shove from behind here?
It really depended. It was harder if you were the leader, and the second and third had a huge run on you. They'd give you a good shove, and truck would definitely get a little loose. But other than that, it ultimately was okay if you were in the pack, giving shoves and getting shoves. But it was also mining the outside line and the side drafting and how tight we were running. I mean, it was a good race for the first 35 laps before a caution. So
Yeah, up to that first pit stop, it was a thrilling race, definitely. And you had a pretty good run after that, if I'm not mistaken, about 20 laps, and then once we got into those last 25, it all kind of got away from us. But a good run for this number 10 machine here. Road courses, how do you feel about them?
I really enjoy the road courses, so I'm looking forward to those for sure.
At Watkins Glen next week, 1 week from tonight. See this number 10 up front again.
Yeah, that's works around my work schedule. So yeah, I'll be able to make that one next week. So I'm looking forward to it.
Right on. Well, we will see you out there then. Before you go, who do you want to thank for the second place finish here tonight?
Oh, of course. Thank you guys for putting this on, and everybody that we race with, and how awesome they are to race with, and clean, good racers. And my sponsors, Pink Cheeks Tanning Salon, Amsoil, Caritas Tires, Davis Trenching, United Window Tint, and Empire Motorsports.
Right on. Well, thank you for the interview and congratulations on that second place finish.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's your runner-up tonight, Jesse Gordon in the 10. Now we're going to move up to the top step of the podium, someone we've talked to before here on V-Speed. Let's catch up with your winner, Dirk Likes. Dirk, it's Morgan up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
All right. Well, I talked to you earlier before the show started, and I really liked that paint scheme of yours. Big Colts fan myself, and something about luck. Hey, it
Something
all
about
kind
luck,
of
yeah.
worked out for you here tonight.
Well, it was kind of interesting. It wasn't the way I wanted it to go, but I'll take the victory.
Yeah, that's for sure. So for a lot of this race, you were obviously minding your business back in the teens for the most of it. I imagine that was probably the plan here. Say we went green and we didn't have all those cautions to hand it out, and you're running in the teens. When do you go? When do you try and make your way up to the front and win this race?
Within the last 5, 6, 7 laps, you got to go, especially in the trucks, and you pretty much have to be on the wall. Right there, coming to about 5 to go, me and McMurtry and Molnix were really making headway on the top, and we got our momentum killed. Somebody jumped up in front of us and just killed it. But we went from about last to about breaking the top 10.
Yeah, a lot of these
But
trucks are able to get wound up on the top side, like you said, and just roll. It's an interesting aero package here. But how hard was it to pass when you weren't running the top like that?
I was honestly shocked that right there at the end that I got as good as run as I did. And I was honestly trying to pass the 9, Paul. And I want to say this, Paul, I did not mean to wreck you there. I was meant to go high and you blocked me, and I went low and I turned a smidge late as you came down and hit you in the left rear. And that's on me. But um it's hard, man. These trucks are so dead even that you just got to carry every ounce of momentum that you have, or you're just going to get ate alive.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I've run a fair amount of truck races myself, and never did love them at super speedways. But yeah, I mean, obviously it all worked out for you in the end. That last incident aside, I think if you were able to complete that pass without the crash, you still probably end up winning this race because you had so much momentum. But
Yeah.
you know, they don't ask how, they ask how
I
many.
I feel bad for the 9 because that was not the plan at all.
Yeah, it happens. Been there, done that for sure. In fact, you were the recipient of that one. I think you remember that. Okay.
It happens to all of us eventually.
It sure does. It sure does. It all evens out. Anyway, who do you want to shout out? Who do you want to thank for this win here at Daytona? The first race of the Thunder Truck Series for QSR.
Well, first of all, I got to thank Venom Motorsports, all the buddies I've raced with for the last 10 plus years. We've been a pretty tight group, so it's cool to expand and join you guys and put this show on for everybody and just everybody as a whole, man. It was a great race for the first 50 laps, and then it kind of got a little hectic, but that's just part of racing with new people. And these, like I said, these trucks are so tight that it's hard to give an inch. But I mean, it was fun. Just gotta, I thank everybody that threw it on and peeping up in the booth. It was nice to see some old friends back racing. So I enjoyed it. Kind of sucks the end finished out the way that it did, but you'll have that.
Yeah, it happens. Unfortunately, it happens. But regardless, you're the winner here at Daytona. Congratulations, Dirk. Will carry the points lead into next week at Watkins Glen. How you feeling about the road course?
I love Watkins Glen, so I'm excited.
That's 3 for 3 on the top 3 drivers saying they very much enjoy road courses and are looking forward to Watkins Glen. I was not expecting that. But
yeah, I've raced so much Watkins Glen, I've got used to liking it.
That will work, won't it? Well, congratulations, Dirk, and I will catch you later.
Thanks, sir.
All right, that is your winner here tonight, Dirk Likes. You have watched QSR Simulations, brand new league, the Tuesday Night Thunder Truck Series, inaugural race from the Daytona International Speedway. Presented by HarpoonDesign.com. Harpoon Design 185 here tonight. It was a thrilling race. I was glad to be here the entire time. And next week, we go to Watkins Glen. A week from today, same time, same place. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a moment of the action here from QSR on Tuesday nights. I was your host and producer, Morgan Cook, here this evening. I got to thank everyone at V-Speed, Bradley Cooper, Adam Baker, Eddie Smith, all the other producers and broadcasters that make this thing go round. If you enjoyed what you saw, like I said earlier, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon, get those notifications. Don't miss a moment. You will not regret it, we promise you. With all that being said, thank you, Quentin Stewart, for inviting us back for another season. And good night, everybody. See you next week.